going off. But those were some of the alumni staff. After 40 left the recording arts program, there was A.W.O.L, was another legend in the music industry that was running it. And then he had Daniel Daly working with him. Yes. And Daniel Daly started leading the program. And Daniel, the classes he taught, he had Jesse Ray. So Daniel, of course, goes on to become Division. And the first Division album was recorded at Remix.
Let me interrupt you for a second. Because I used to use the space, different ones. There was the one on Party Street, right?
Yeah.
And the one on Sudbury, right?
Mm-hmm.
After classes and stuff like that, for sessions and stuff. The one on Party Street, I used to bump into Daniel in there recording, and it used to piss me off, bro. I'm like, it was my time now. Like, what's going on? I didn't know that they were Division or went on to be Division.
Yeah, of course.
Same thing with Drake.
Yep. Well, even with him being around in the early days, because there was a big debate, should Drake be in the program? And we were like, he doesn't really need it. You know what I mean?
Really?
Like, he's already kind of on his way. He's got support. Like, this was like room for improvement mixtape time.
Interesting.
And I remember it was a very heated debate. And it didn't mean that he wanted to be in it. It was just us like, should we be trying to get him in the program?
Yeah.
And we're like, maybe the business program, like, because recording, he's already kind of got it. And then what we settled on, we were like, 40, this is your man. You could just have the space after hours. We run the program from 3 to 9. Like, why don't you just have him in here for free? We won't charge you. And because we can't pay you what we want to pay you anyways. You know what I mean? And so he would come in. And so Future the Prince was a young man in the business program. And he was so awesome that like once he graduated from the business program, he became the youth leader under T-Rex. So he was working at Remix in the business program under Tyrone. 40 would stay late working with Drake. Future would be hanging out with Tyrone. They'd be all hanging out in the studio. Future would just contribute, right? And make himself like invaluable and just being a cool guy, but also like actually doing things like, hey, you need this done? I'll go get it done. Like,
dude.
And then so that whole relationship kind of like started from that space.
Yes.
And it like, there's definitely a nucleus that was formed in that building, but it's not to say that it wouldn't have formed otherwise. It might have, but it was definitely like.
But listen, okay, let me do this.
What it was a safe.
Let me do you a favor because I know you're humble.
No, I know, but I also want to be like clear that like people were linking outside of there. You know what I mean? Like Drake and 40 met on a video shoot. It had nothing to do with us.
We know that story.
Like, yeah,
but I'm gonna say it for you. I feel, I know this is just my opinion, that the OVO company kind of started inside of the walls of Remix.
I think the nucleus of what would become the company was largely there. And obviously Oliver and 40 knew each other from high school in different spaces, and so people pulled in.